Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name is Fajar Wahyudi, and today I will give an explanation about non-literal language processing. But before of that, I will give you an type of non-literal language. The first is metaphor, or it involves making a direct comparison between two unrelated things, suggest that one thing is another. For example, he's a shining star implies that someone possesses admirable qualities like a stars. And then similar to a metaphor, the simile also compares two different things. However, it used like or as to establish the comparisons. For instance, she runs as fast as a cheetah. And then hyperbole, this type of non-literal language involves exaggeration for emphasis or dramatic effect. For example, I've told you a million times is a hyperbolic expression to emphasize repeated instruction. And then the last one is idioms, are phrases or expressions that have a figurative meaning different from their literal interpretation. For instance, kick the bucket means to die, not literally kick a bucket. Next slide is the standard pragmatic view, also known as the standard pragmatic theory of language, is a linguistic theory that emphasizes the role of pragmatic in communication. And pragmatic is the study of how context influence the interpretation of a meaning in a language. According to the standard pragmatic view, the meaning of an utterance is not solely determined by the word used of their literal definition, but also by the context, intention for the speakers, and the shared knowledge between the speaker and the listeners. In other words, meaning it is not only conveyed through the word themselves, but also through the speaker intention and the listener's understanding the situation. Next slide is a metaphor, are often used to make a language more vivid, echo-eftic, imaginative. They provide a fresh perspective or deeper understanding of a concept of situation by associating with something familiar or concrete. Metaphor can be found in literature, poetry, everyday speech, and various forms of communication. And as you can see in here, there is some example of a metaphor. Next slide is embodiment and the interpretation of non-literal language. So embodiment refers to the idea that our understanding and interpretation of language are influenced by our bodily experience and sensory-motoric system. It suggests that our physical and sensory experience shape the way we perceive and make a sense of the world, including language and its non-literal aspect. And when it comes to interpretation of non-literal language, embodiment plays a crucial role. Non-literal language, such as metaphor and idiom, relies on figurative abstract meaning that go beyond the literal definition of words. And overall, embodiment theory suggests that our bodily experience, sensory-motoric system, and cultural context play with a vital role in the interpretation of non-literal language. Next slide is the neural basis of non-literal language. Refers to the brain mechanism involved in understanding and processing language that goes beyond its literal meaning, such as metaphor. Research suggests that non-literal language engage distribute network of brain regions, and this includes area associated with a language, semantic, sensory processing, and social cognition. I think that's all explanation for me. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.